Hi, I'm not Chris Perillo. I'm Matt Ryan, and I'm joined by all the Nomies. That's right, everyone that has signed up through Nomies.com, our subscribers, our community members, and our supporters. To you, salute. And we're talking about Flash. Yes, Flash. We have an article up on LockerGnome.com. It was written by Kelly Clay. It's called How to Fix Shockwave Flash Crashes in Google Chrome. I use Google Chrome. A lot of people do. It's a really good browser, but you know what? Adobe makes a really, I'm not going to say bad, poorly optimized product, and it's called Flash. And if you're tired of Flash crashing on you in Google Chrome, you need to read this article on LockerGnome.com because it will tell you how to get over this problem, and it is a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to the floor, let all you guys talk about how bad Flash is, or how good Flash is, if you like it.
I think
I know who you are.
Staying on somewhat of the topic of the article, one of the challenges is that this is largely a Windows problem of Chrome automatically includes Flash as part of every update, and Windows typically also has to have a version of Flash installed for various other things, and at times Chrome decides that it's not going to use its internal Flash, it's going to use the Flash that is installed on Windows or vice versa, and so a conflict is created between the two and you end up with this crash. And so as Kelly outlines in the article, the fix is that you got to disable probably the one in Chrome so that you stick with the one on the operating system as being the primary version of Flash that you're using for consistency.
I'm going to knock on wood and say I have not had this problem yet.
I've had this problem on every single Windows 7 machine that I have, which is like,
I have not yet, but now that I've said it, like I said, knock on wood.
Aren't we at the point now, though, that we don't need it? Do we still need to have, especially two different versions? And I realize Google Chrome has its own, but do we need Flash?
Let's say you use a product like Google Analytics from Google, which is all built in Flash and won't work if you don't have Flash. So yes,
yeah,
you still need Flash.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do. Depending on what you do, you're probably going to need it at one point or another. Sadly,
which
sorry.
I would say kind of falls on the developers in this case. Maybe it's time we moved away because more and more people. I'm on a mobile platform right now. I am looking at LockerGnome.com using this little contraction, and you know what? It doesn't. Flash does not work on it. And I think more and more people are going to this platform, especially when Windows 8 comes out, and everyone's going to be going to tablets that are Windows users, or at least assumedly some of them.
Flash will probably work on Windows 8.
It probably will, but it never works.
Don't hope.
I'm sorry. This is just my personal take, but I think it's high time that developers started, embracing things such as the HTML5, the CSS3, figuring out how the new JavaScript commands and making sites that look just as great as they did in Flash in a more, an easier standard for smaller computers and phones to deal with.
I know that was a lot of bragging thing with people with Android. They run up to me and be like, "Oh, you got iPhone? I've got this Android device. It runs Flash," and I'm like, "So?"
Yeah.
I don't use Flash that much.
And again, I love Android. I love the Android platform. Flash is one of the reasons.
I don't have a problem with it either.
But my battery would never last very long if I spent any considerable amount of time on using Flash. It just drains the battery. The CPU is just tanked. I mean, good luck multitasking on that thing.
I'm on the Flash site. Hey, your Android phone's almost dead. Oh, I gotta plug it in.
I just charged it an hour ago.
Just charged
What's going on? And I gotta hand it to Microsoft on one thing: Silverlight. I like Silverlight. I may be the only one here.
Well, I mean, if you use Netflix Instant Play, Silverlight is what it uses.
Yeah. And Netflix, you know what? It hasn't crashed on me. I have not had that problem with Netflix. I can't watch more than a few YouTube videos without it suddenly going and just crashing on me. I watch Netflix. I can watch it 8 hours a day, and it's fine. It runs perfect. So kudos to Microsoft on that, at least.
Just to say something in defense of Flash, I found at least compared to YouTube in HTML5, Flash on YouTube for me is a much better experience than the current than the current YouTube HTML5 trial thing. I just find that in HTML5 it seems to lag and it's a bit more and it's much slower for me. I find.
Oh wow. Okay. Definitely. You know, again, every experience can be different. So yeah, very good points.
Yeah, give it a couple of give it a couple of years, and I think we'll probably start to see websites properly moving away from Flash, but hopefully.
You know, I'll say this though for Flash, and in its favor, I wouldn't be able to record this Hangout if it wasn't for a Flash type of backing on it, because Fraps loves Flash.
See, so
I'll
you do
admit it.
still need it.
I do. Hey, it loves Silverlight too, which is kind of funny because I can actually record for personal use. Of course, I can record, you know, a clip from Netflix and watch it while I'm, you know, in the gym without internet connection, which I think is nice. But you know, that's just one of the advantages I think to having a Flash or a Silverlight still present. You know, you do need something to do video. I just think that Flash, man, its time has come. It's time that developers moved away from it, in my opinion. But that said, see you later.